We should not have won this game. Like, we should not
No,
have
everything pointed we
no
lose that game
circumstance.
10 out of 10 times.
We should have won this game, and then, you know, it actually was very similar to that Clemson-SMU game where they score late field goal, except in that case it was a touchdown, but then they have the crazy return, and we were able to set ourselves up in field goal position. So, yeah, listen, of course, I'm always going to be happy after a win.
Yeah.
You know, it's not pretty. The team is, you know, it's just like they're, like, hanging on by a thread, but we're still hanging on. So, like, we're still in it somehow. It's going to still be tough. We got to win our next 4 still, and then we need some help from the Broncos. And, I mean, it was nice the Chargers lost last night. So, you know, it's good. There's bad, but hey, you know, we take a win, especially over the Jets.
Absolutely.
Because, you know, anytime you can beat anybody in the AFC, especially those damn stinking Jets.
What is going on, everybody? We are back on another Tranquilo Sports Talk. We are coming off a Fins dub, a sketchy Fins dub,
Thank God.
A dub nonetheless.
Hey, you're kind of wearing Jets green.
It's debatable. Some will say it's Christmas green. Some will say it's UM green. Some will say it's Jets green. But I'm setting the tone right now. It is Christmas green. GPA jumpsuit. Shout out GPA.
You're all green. I'm all blue. Actually.
I got my Bogies and Beers Parfait Collection hat. And of course, Dave's got his FIU gear on.
Come on, can't wait to talk about it.
Great news from FIU today with the new head coach hire, which we will get into. But before we do, let's talk about that Fins dub this week. How you feeling? You feel good?
No, I'm feeling terribly good.
Okay.
There's two parts to it. One, it seems there's two parts to it. Like in terms of like, yeah, of course, I'm extremely happy that we won. It kept us alive. One more week type thing. It was a terrible, ugly game in terms of like, I mean, we just, like the offense was fine. Like Tua looked great. Like the offense was fine. It's again, it's the defense. A lot of it falls on them to kind of, you know, we're playing the Jets. This is Aaron Rodgers looked like prime Aaron Rodgers against us. So it was ugly, and it seemed like everything kind of broke our way at the end when the Jets just went out of bounds and like gave us life. And it was kind of one of those lucky games, but it could also be one of those lucky games that catapult us to the, you know, to the desired land, because we should not have won this game. Like we should not.
No, everything pointed we lose that game 10 out of 10 times.
We should have won this game, and then, you know, it actually was very similar to that Clemson-SMU game where they score late field goal, except in that case it was a touchdown, but then they have the crazy return, and we were able to set ourselves up in field goal position. So, yeah, listen, of course, I'm always going to be happy after a win. You know, it's not pretty. The team is, you know, it's just like they're, like, hanging on by a thread, but we're still hanging on. So, like, we're still in it somehow. It's going to still be tough. We got to win our next 4 still, and then we need some help from the Broncos. And, I mean, it was nice the Chargers lost last night. So, you know, it's good. There's bad, but hey, you know, we take a win, especially over the Jets.
Absolutely.
Because, you know, anytime you can beat anybody in the AFC, especially those damn stinking Jets.
Tua still hasn't lost to the Jets or the Patriots in his career.
Yeah. Tua runs the division if the division was 3. Yeah.
Screw those Bills. Yeah. The one thing that you brought up was Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers hadn't thrown for over 300 yards since 2021.
Yep, and
of course
he was dishing him.
Everybody has a career game against us. I really don't understand that. But I mean, when we needed a stop, the defense held its own, which we hadn't seen them do that. Really in these close games, they did that. Yeah. Jason Sanders, I know he missed the extra point early in that game.
He was huge.
He was massive for us in that game. And Jonnu, who didn't do anything all game.
Yeah. Targeted like once. It was crazy.
We're giving you the ball every single play of this drive.
And that's what happens when you throw it to a Panther, you win games. You know what I mean? Exactly. So, and the thing is, what's funny is I replay that final Jets drive in my head. I'm like, they're in field goal range. We have 2 timeouts. It's under 2 minutes. And, like, only the Jets can do this. Like, the Jets are going to Jets.
Yeah.
Running play, I think, loses like 3 yards or something. Timeout. Next play, Aaron Rodgers sacked for like 8 yards. Like, okay. All they really had to do was run the ball.
Yeah.
Like yes, it was a long field goal, but hypothetically they can run to get 3 yards and it's still a 50-something yard field goal. But like they're kicking it, there's gonna be 20 seconds left. But they jet it up and they throw a fade to the right and we're able to get them out of bounds. So we have a full minute still. Yeah. Like it was just surreal. I was like, oh my god, wait, what? Did we randomly have like a chance? Like. Yeah. And then the kickoff return, it was just like Malik's was huge. And then, we actually could have even won in regulation. Like, Tua had Reek wide open actually right up the middle that he ended up going to Waddle for. But, whatever, we got into the range. Sanders hit a big field goal, and we go to overtime, and overtime we dominated. Like, it was just Jonnu, Tyreek, Jonnu. Like, it was like insane.
I don't know if you saw the reaction from Tua when Sanders made the field goal. But
no, I didn't see it.
We're winning this game right now. He's like, it's not an option. Field goal.
You can't.
Field goal was not even a thought for that offense.
No, once we got the coin toss, I was like, oh yeah, this game's ours. Like, you can't fumble this now. Like you've gotten so many chances, like you can't fumble it, and we didn't. We won. So, Tua's playing like an MVP candidate. Like he's literally, his numbers are absolutely insane.
Yeah.
It's good to start seeing, like, outside of Jonnu, who's been balling all year, Reek's been getting more involved week over week. Waddle's been getting more involved week over week, and they're playing really well. Our run game.
Yeah, the last couple of weeks has
not been there.
And we rushed for like 46 yards in this game.
Yeah, but Achane still so dynamic in the backfield, like to catching passes. So, we have the weapons, and the offense is the least of my worries. Now it just falls on the defense, especially when we're going to go to Houston. And, they've got a good quarterback. They've got a really good running back. They've got the weapons. They got Nico Collins. I know they got no Diggs, but, so it's going to be, I think, a very high-scoring game. But at least we get there with still a chance, right? So, and it's a game that you're not like feeling great about, but it's like, man, we won.
You don't really know what
with
to
the way the season's gone. It's like, all right,
expect with this team. Every week
you just take it as they come.
It's like a new team every week.
Yeah.
Because then you look at what the Rams did this week to the Bills, right?
That game was crazy.
Insane game. I think they scored on every possession that they had, and the Dolphins played probably their best defensive game against that team.
Yeah.
And it's like, why can't we see that defense week over week? And that to me is like, that part I just don't get.
Yeah. That's why we're not defensive coordinators. Like it's interesting because like the Rams are a high-powered offense and we were able to contain them. But then you look at some of the other games, like, which is weird because like most of our like blunders, at least on defense, it seems like mainly happen either half.
Yeah.
Usually this kind of the second half, sometimes first half, but this game just seemed like the entire game. Like there was like at no point was I confident that we were going to get a ton of stops, and it's not like they put up like 40 points, but like they were consistently driving throughout the game, and obviously we can't have that
not against good teams.
So
that's the situation. We get away with these things because we're playing
like we just
teams.
keep winning these like kind of insane games, like outside of the Raiders, which I mean, they ended up kind of coming back a little bit, then we kind of closed the door on them. But, we win this one in a crazy fashion. We win the, what was the game before the
Raiders? I mean,
the Pats. The Pats game looked super ugly, ugly toward the end. And then obviously the Cardinals blunders and the Bills blunders at the end. Like all these games are coming down to the wire, and the defense a lot of the times is just not able to convert at the end of games. But in this case, we were able to pull off a win anyway. So, it's just kind of, at least like, you're hoping that it just kind of builds confidence, and these guys have to know that, they obviously know what's at stake, and they know they can't lose. And, they had a long week to prepare for this team, so you'd think it would be like that. But, who knows? Maybe they're looking at Houston.
We were talking about it going into this game. It almost felt like a little bit of a trap game. Jets want to play spoiler.
Yeah, I had a bad feeling about it, but
it's their one last hurrah, where they can hypothetically still keep their playoff hope chances.
Yeah, they got eliminated last night.
Minimally alive, but they're eliminated now. So, now they're really not playing for anything. So, we got the best Jets team, and we came out with the dub, probably playing like C+ ball, I would say, B- ball, besides the last couple drives. So, I mean, at the end of the day, good teams find ways to win, and we did that. We played complimentary at the end of the game, which that's what you have to do to win those games. And now it's like, how do you use this momentum? I kind of, something weird I feel about this win, specifically on the defensive side, where they know the offense continues to, play well and has been bailing them out. But they know if they really want to make a run now, it's going to come down to the defense.
Yeah.
And I think the defense is just going to be that much more sharper moving forward.
I hope so. I mean, they have to be. If we have any chance, we need the defense to start stepping up. Because if not, like the offense can go put up, we're averaging like 27+ points with Tua back. But, if our opponents are averaging 28, we're cooked. So, the defense is going to need to step in at one point. And like the Rams game, where the offense was kind of took a step back, we need that where, both offense and defense are firing on all cylinders. And it was actually even the 3 phase of the game, because you had special teams. Special teams saved us in this game.
Yep.
Where it killed us in the Packers game, the special teams, outside of the missed extra point, Sanders was on fire. Obviously, the kick return happens.
True.
So we haven't seen them fully unlock all 3 phases of the game, but it's now or never. And so, I'm not cautiously optimistic. I'm like, hey, we got another week, right? That's all you can ask for. And then hopefully next week you're like, we got another week.
Exactly.
And then you just kind of keep it going and see what we can do. If we can make any noise, and we are going to need some help.
The next 2 games are really the 2 toughest games that,
100%.
That we've had.
If you can survive the next 2, crossing our fingers, and then we've got New
York,
well, we go to Cleveland first,
to Cleveland,
which is going to be is not an easy out
at all.
We should win, but it's going to be freezing cold prime time unless they flex us. And then the Jets probably won't be the same looking Jets team that we just played.
No, 100%.
I doubt Rodgers is playing. I doubt Adams will be playing. They're going to be benching a bunch of guys last week of the season. I mean, we already didn't face Sauce and Breece Hall. They're already kind of banged up, and I'm sure they're going to shut some guys down. But Houston is the first on the docket. Obviously, right now the 4 seed in the playoffs, number 1 in the AFC South. Probably not as good of a year as people expected, but they're still 8-4.
Exactly.
They still got C.J. Stroud, who's sophomore slump, but still C.J. Stroud.
Yep.
No Diggs, but they still got they've got Tank Dell, Nico Collins, Joe Mixon. So they got a lot of weapons, a lot of teams to control, and they've got 2 really good edge rushers, which does worry me a little bit, because now it's looking like Armstead is probably out. I don't know. They haven't announced anything.
Fear going into this game.
Looked because I was watching him, and he was on the sideline, he was standing up and watching the game, still had his pads on. So I don't think it was anything like a torn ACL or anything.
No surgery, so that's good.
No surgery. So
just more like rest. So highly doubt he plays this week.
I highly doubt he plays this week. But there's a chance that if we do make that run, he can come back, which is great. I mean, he's been playing outside of the Packers game. He's been playing lights out. He's been as good of a player, and he's been as available as he's ever been with us. Yep. So that's good. Obviously, we already don't have Austin Jackson, but I was in the line.
Kendall Lamb, was, for whatever it's worth, PFF, he was up there as one of the highest graded players this week on the team. So he's been good. Obviously, you went to get a guy like Patrick Paul for a reason. And he held his own this week while Armstead's out. But there is a tough task this weekend with that defensive line, and I think that's the matchup going into Houston. That is going to be the most troublesome for this team, specifically on the offensive side. On defense, hopefully it's a defensive hoop game, where they, maybe the offense doesn't score 27 points, 20, or whatever it is, but defense is going to have to make enough plays, right? Turnovers, right? Like when we've been winning, we've been forcing turnovers. Yesterday, we didn't force any turnovers. And that's the difference with this defense. This defense needs to find a way to get sacks and to get turnovers. And if we could do that this week, I feel really good about our chances.
Sorry, I thought it was a frog, but it was a lizard.
But yeah, so we'll see. What do you got for your score projections this week?
Projections, I'm gonna go 24-17 Dolphins.
24-17 Dolphins. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go 23-20 Fins.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be as much of a shootout as we may think that it could be. I think the defense is going to show up this week.
All right. I hope so. I
really do. I think we're going to pick CJ off twice.
Who do you got to pick him off?
Javon.
I love it. Vaughn
and Ramsey.
Yeah. Vaughn and Ramsey.
They're due.
I mean, Vaughn had one. He's got to get one back. He's got to get one back.
And I think he's going to make a big play, and I think that's just going to be momentum moving forward for this team.
Yeah, I love it. Love it.
Jonnu, another TD this week?
Jonnu's going to score 3. By the way, Jonnu's only 102 yards away from breaking the Dolphins' tight end record.
4 games.
I want Jonnu at 1,000 yards. Jonnu should absolutely be a Pro Bowler this year. I mean, he's not going to play in the
beginning of the pod this year that Jonnu was going to have over 1,000-yard season this
year. I mean, I knew he was going to be an instant fit with this team. Like, he was exactly what we were missing last year. He adds a third layer, like a dynamic tight end. When you've got everybody worried about Tyreek and Waddle,
it opens it up.
It opens up for him. And then even in this game where he gets targeted one time, Reek and Waddle are eating, and then when you need him most, there's Jonnu.
Absolutely.
Game winner. I think he had 4 catches on that the overtime drive, and so he's literally been this season's MVP. Like he's been like he should win the Dan Marino Award. Like that's
100%.
Jonnu holding the Dan Marino Award.
Epic, bro.
That's going to feed families, dude. Put that in the Louvre, all right? Put that in the Louvre.
Epic. That would be epic. He's been a beast, and I think he's going to continue to get fed in that offense.
Yeah, I agree.
There's nothing that came out, but Tua said that he thinks that Jonnu went up to Mike McDaniels before.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that.
Give me the ball.
Of course, dude. You feed
By the way, that throw,
feed the goat.
That throw was
it was done. Dude, Tua's been balling, dude.
Yeah.
Like Tua is since he's been back from the concussion, like he's putting up MVP numbers. There's no debate about it.
Yeah,
granted, he's not going to win it, but
he's second in yards per game right now.
He's going to break Drew Brees' possibly break Drew Brees' completion percentage record, which would be crazy.
Yeah,
exactly.
11 in touchdowns.
15-1 since he came back.
15-1.
Yeah.
He's number 1 QBR in that stretch. Like he is playing at a really high level.
Yeah.
And we only go as far as Tua is going to take us. So Tua continues to play well. We're going to have a very good chance to win a lot of football games. Add that into the mix with the defense, and I mean, sky's the limit with this team. Unfortunately, just got to go and control what we can control.
Week by week.
Destiny will hopefully control us outside of that. So
it might be a team of destiny.
Yeah.
Some are saying team of destiny vibes.
I'm here for it.
Some are saying.
Let's get into the rooting guide for this week, right? Because now, obviously, we had a couple bye weeks. Chargers lost this week, which was good.
Big.
That's good. Another black magic from the Kansas City Chiefs.
Insanity.
They continue to find crazy ways to win, which this week works in our favor 100%. But we got a big slate this week of games that we need to root for. So run it through for us.
All right. So it starts with So this is going to be a tough one. Now, it's not a tough one because it's a very easy decision for us. But it's a tough decision because I hate that this could also be a team of destiny. We are huge Colts fans this weekend.
Yes, and I want to get into this game a little bit.
We need the Colts to win, right? It would be great for us. But it's
not
also
the worst thing.
It's also terrifying because you look at the Colts schedule.
Exactly.
The Colts have Tennessee after Denver, Tennessee, New York, and Jacksonville.
Yeah. So, part of me is okay.
They can run the table as well, and they'd own the tiebreaker.
Exactly. So if they win out and we win out, they'll finish with the same record. They own the tiebreaker because of the head-to-head.
Yeah.
I'm almost okay with the Broncos winning this week because then you look at the Broncos stretch after that. They got Chargers, Bengals, and Chiefs. Which the Chiefs game is one of those things. Are they going to play their starters considering how the Bills just lost this week? Will they clinch before then? I almost am okay with the Broncos winning this week just because of, to your point, that Colts remaining schedule is
it's
ridiculously
such a joke,
easy.
but it's also like we do need listen, at the end of the day, we can make the case for either one. Right now, we do need the Broncos to lose games because if the Broncos win,
we do, but they have some games that they could lose.
I know, but listen, the Colts can still lose one of the other games, right? Because we essentially just need the Colts to lose one game of 4, one of 4, and then we need the Broncos to lose at least 2.
Yeah,
right. So, granted,
we're also
we're rooting for the Colts, but it's listen, it's not necessarily the worst thing because we can still get it, right?
Technically, though, too, like let's say the Chargers lose 2 of their next 4. Do we own the tiebreaker on them?
I don't know, but we are also rooting against Chargers.
Yeah,
especially against the Bucs, NFC team. Whatever.
Then they play the Broncos a week after. They could lose another game right there.
They're another one to keep an eye out.
And then Patriots and Raiders. Those are 2 easy games, but those teams could play spoiler. On them as well.
Bucs over Chargers.
Bucs over Chargers, yeah.
And then that's pretty much it, by the way. Like, those are the 3 teams that we're kind of on watch. What?
It's just we already have a game on them, so we went out there. It doesn't matter.
We have 2 games on the Bengals, I think. So, it doesn't matter. Like, we went out, and the only ones we got to worry about are the Colts. Mm-hmm. But, by the way, the Ravens are not fully out of it either, by the way. The Ravens are also 8-5.
Yeah.
However, they are playing the Giants this week, so would be kind of unlikely. And then, they've got
they still got to play the Steelers,
Houston,
the Texans, and the Browns.
Right? 2 of those are divisional games. Steelers on fire right now. They still got to play Houston.
A lot of crazy things could still go down.
Yeah, so you know what? Add the Giants to that card as well. Mm-hmm. So we're rooting for the Giants.
Yep.
Colts or Broncos. We're probably rooting for the Colts more, but either or
is okay.
Which is
good. That's a good situation.
And then the Bucs. So that's our rooting guide this week.
And we're kind of rooting for the Browns to beat the Chiefs because of that scenario of the tiebreaker.
Yeah, the Chiefs getting a loss would be nice, especially because the Bills just lost. So, they kind of almost lock down the 1 seed if they don't lose. Yeah. So, that's the Chiefs. Yeah, we can't the Chiefs. Yeah, the Chiefs still got Houston. They've got Pittsburgh.
Bills-Lions this week is a crazy game.
Yeah. Wow. We actually kind of need the Bills to keep winning, to keep applying pressure, or the Steelers, because the Steelers can beat the Chiefs week 16 or whatever.
And
but if not, if they don't beat them and the Bills drop another one, then it's over. They might not play anybody week 17. Yeah. That's a major issue for us.
That's huge. That's a big disaster.
So actually, now that we say that, we are really rooting for the Colts and just banking on the Colts losing one of the last 3.
Exactly.
Because that's a scary scenario.
Yeah. So
okay.
All right. Week by week. There you go.
Week by week.
That's the rooting guide for this week. Now let's get into the conference championships this week. Or you want to get into FIU?
Yeah, we're talking FIU. Yeah, we're talking FIU. We'll talk playoffs after, but FIU officially hired its new head coach. Welcome to Pitbull Stadium, my friend Willie Simmons. I love the hire. It's an awesome hire. It's I'm very excited. On this pod I've said, I had Harris and Ponce as my 2 guys. But Simmons was a guy, I had in contention. I honestly didn't know if we would get him. I really thought we were going to get Harris or Ponce. But the more I hear from this guy, and I already had him on my radar, but the more I hear from every interview he's done, every he had his press conference today. Yep. But every just clip, and he spoke with the team on Saturday. Dude, I was ready to run through a damn wall, dude. That guy, he's hyping me up. And everything that I've read and from everything the coaches that he's played with, from the players that he's played with, everyone coming out saying, what an amazing hire. All the local schools, their coaches, tweeting out what an awesome hire. Uncle Luke.
Got so much,
so much love.
Dabo.
Yeah. It was Dabo, the guy from
Mike Norvell.
Yeah, the Georgia Tech coach. Yep. A bunch of guys. And, a lot of the local high schools were also shouting him out. And awesome. So it looks awesome. And obviously his past players. And a lot of some of the current players tweeting too, like hell yeah, let's run it. So I'm super excited for the Willie Simmons era. And I think, listen, the guy's a winner. He's won everywhere he's gone. He's the running backs coach at Duke this year. Yep. Duke with Manny and him, completely shocked everybody. So everywhere he's gone, he was, It was FAMU and Plymouth, I think. Plymouth, I think. Never had a losing season, so I'm excited. I'm ready for it, and I think that I want to see obviously who he's bringing in. I hope he keeps doing it, the DC.
Me too.
And I hope he keeps our guy Anthony Gator. I mean, that guy, he's an absolute Gator's going to be he's a superstar. So hoping he stays on, but I'm curious to see who he brings at OC. I would love for him to bring in a Ponce as OC. I think that would be insane. It'd be already a home run that would just turn to a grand slam. So very excited for the future of Pantherland. Now we're dead. We're obviously right into recruiting. So we got to see
straight to work.
How many of these guys are the guys who enter the portal, see how many are willing to stay. Supposedly they asked him today, and he had spoken to Keon, he had spoken to Rivers. So let's see how many of them, if any of them come back, and then seeing how many transfers he can bring in, and then, see how many deals he can close in recruiting. I mean, he's got not that much time, but
he's got a tough task. To start his era. Obviously, he's going into the year without really many of his recruits, but I'm sure he'll be able to get a couple guys in the transfer portal. Like you said, he's already brought a level of hype, I think, to 100%. This program, and people are entrusting him so much.
People are very excited. The fans are very excited about this hire.
Yeah.
So,
you could tell he's bought in. He's bought in. He wants to change the culture. He's talking about fucking national championships and the playoffs. I'm like, hell yeah.
Pooch is sweating over there. Dude. This guy's like Pooch is like sweating. He's like, oh my god,
Can you imagine if
FIU's gonna make the playoffs over Miami, dude.
Before
Jesus Christ, Pooch is sweating over there. Look at him. No, soft. Willie Simmons doesn't accept that type of thinking. We don't get in, we're disappointed.
I mean, I'm disappointed too, but what am I going to do about it now?
That's such a UM mentality right there.
What do you want me to do about it? You don't think I wanted to storm the committee house?
Yeah, but
no, it's a great hire.
Great hire. So I'm excited to meet him. We're definitely going to get him on the pod, so that's a lock.
That'll be fun.
But yeah, super excited for it. And then what's crazy is that his first game is going to be against Penn State, who is, I'm telling you right now, I'm calling you right now, 2024 national champions.
Their schedule is probably it's almost like good that they won.
They got to play SMU
first, and then they play.
It's insane.
Probably Boise State in the second game.
Yeah. Penn State won it.
I know, I saw it. No,
they have a favorable path.
Yeah, I think Penn State is a very good team already. I think they're one of the top.
Run for their
I think they're one of the top 5, top 6 teams in the nation. Obviously, there's 6 going in.
Yeah.
Or 6 seed technically. There are, I think, 4.
Right.
But that team's very good. And I think, like you said, them losing actually opened up an insane route for them.
Yep.
The only person who really got screwed was Oregon, which was crazy.
It's insane because they're going to have to play either Ohio State or
Tennessee.
The
winner of Ohio State, Tennessee plays Oregon, which is
crazy.
After going undefeated, you get gifted that, but you're already in the next round, so I guess there was your gift.
These playoff games, do they host them at their own stadium?
The first round does.
Okay.
So let me pull it up right here. So we'll go game by game because I think we should put out a bracket because I think we should make our picks. Okay, so first one is going to be Clemson at Texas.
Oof.
Actually, sorry. Before we get into this, I do want to say I think the committee got it absolutely right.
Yeah.
I think them leaving out SMU would have been a travesty, especially how that game ended. So I'm glad they kept it to making the conference championship is a threshold that shouldn't be interfered with if you didn't.
Right.
I think that's important, and it's SMU had to play an extra game than whether it's Miami or Alabama or Ole Miss, like any of those teams, like. Bama, Ole Miss are sitting with 3 losses and don't have to play a championship game. SMU with 1 loss, like if they missed it, then you just open up like, all right, then I'm not going to accept it next year.
Right.
Like
exactly.
Then it's like, what are you going to do? Like I'm not going to play.
Yeah.
So I think what they did was the right move. So 100%. I'm happy SMU got in.
Same.
So then with that being said, Clemson at Texas is one of the first games with. So these are at the home field. So this is going to be in Austin.
So you're hosting. Got you.
Then it's Ohio State, Tennessee, which is going to be an awesome game, and that's in Ohio State. Then you got SMU at Penn State, and then you've got Indiana at Notre Dame.
Yeah.
So I think those are honestly, listen, anything can happen,
100%.
right? And like Penn State, SMU, it looks like kind of lopsided. It's at Happy Valley. It's going to be a whiteout game. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
I do think Penn State should win that game.
100%.
But, again, anything can happen, especially with this new bracket. But I actually really like these games. Like, I think the Indiana-Notre Dame game can be a really good game.
I agree.
Clemson, Texas, I think Texas should win. But Clemson, they're sneaky. They're sneaky,
and Dabo knows how to win these games.
Yeah.
He's a vet when it comes to this. So
yeah.
that one to me is a little sketchy because Texas hasn't been playing great.
Yes, I agree. But first, I want Arch to get in there. I want Arch to lead this run, but he's not going to.
God,
Quinn is gonna do it. But I think Texas is gonna win this game, especially at home.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick Tennessee. I think Ohio State's probably gonna win. But I've got a future on Tennessee. So I'm picking Tennessee to win this game. I think they're two games, like Ohio State, I mean, they're in, but after that Michigan game, who knows? They're either pissed off or they're just defeated.
Yeah.
And it looks like they were pretty defeated after that game. So I don't know, who knows? They're obviously a good enough team. They can make a run too. The fact that the winner of that game plays Oregon is, I think, insane. Yeah. I saw this thing which I do agree with. Like, I get why. Like, I get why they did it in terms of the buys. And in the beginning, I was like, the people who win the conferences probably should get a buy. But, like, on second glance, like, I saw how it would match up if they didn't. Like, they would still get automatic entries.
They'd be playing Clemson in the first round, basically.
Yeah, so, well, it would be, because it would be, well, no, they would sell the buys. But the buys would go Oregon, Georgia, Penn State, Texas.
Oh, just based off of rankings.
Ranking,
Got you. Okay.
And then the games would be a bit more like it'd be
Understood.
It'd be Clemson. It'd be Clemson versus I think it was Clemson versus Ohio State, or like and Tennessee versus SMU, or Indiana versus one of those. It'd be a bit more mixed up. Boise State. But whatever. That's how it is. That's how it is. So all good. But I do think.
It would have been Notre Dame versus.
You have it there.
Yeah, if you go based off the rankings, right? So 5 versus 12, which would technically be Notre Dame versus Arizona State.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But this doesn't make sense because then Ohio State would play Bama. Bama's not in.
Oh, no. Well, no. Then you'd have to. Then it'd be Notre Dame versus Clemson. It would be Arizona State versus. You just got to move them.
Yeah,
move them up.
Yeah.
Arizona State versus Ohio State.
Yeah, and then Tennessee versus SMU, and then Indiana versus Boise State.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
I get it though. You got to reward them for.
You got to reward it.
Listen,
champions. Go win your conference if you want to buy a week. So
then who do you got against Indiana versus Notre Dame?
My gut says Notre Dame.
You really think Indiana could pull it off?
But I think they can.
Wow.
I think Indiana can. Notre Dame's defense is legit. They actually might be the best defense in the entire college football.
Yeah.
But man, Indiana, man, there's something about Indiana that like
that coach.
The coach is good. The offense is great, and the defense isn't bad. Like, they can absolutely do it. And do I trust Notre Dame? And like,
yeah, I know.
I don't know. Yeah. I think it can go any way. For the sake of it, fuck it, give me Indiana.
Take it.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Indiana. I'm gonna go Penn State. I'm gonna go Tennessee, and I'm gonna go Texas.
The good thing is that these games don't start for like another week, right?
Yeah. We can do our bracket technically. Yeah, we can change them.
We'll see what happens with injuries and any updates.
Yeah.
Injuries. Who's gonna get injured between then and now?
Practice.
Someone's gonna tear his ACL walking to the car.
Yeah, I mean, I've got my Final Four as Texas, Oregon, Penn State, Georgia.
Penn State, Georgia.
And then I've got Penn State beating Georgia, and I've got a rematch of the Big 10 championship. I've got Oregon, Penn State.
Damn.
Yeah, and it's hard to beat a team twice.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Yeah,
we'll see. I think I'm in favor with a lot of those picks. Some of them are a toss-up to me, but
there's a decent amount of toss-ups in there.
We could do our bracket next week.
We'll do the whole bowl slate too.
Yeah. Oh, true.
Yeah.
Because all the bowl games start this weekend or next weekend? Next weekend because Army Navy.
Yeah, Army Navy this week. Which okay.
Yeah.
So let's touch on that.
Yeah.
So, the boys had a week. The boys, this is where we currently stand in college football. Andre is 22 and 24, hitting at a 47.8% clip. I am 27 and 30, hitting at a 47.4 clip. And Pooch is 25 and 25, hitting at a 50% clip. We've got, me and Andre are going to go 1v1, unless you want to do 2v2.
By the way, there's 2 games this weekend.
What?
Army, Navy, and South Alabama, Western Michigan.
Is there?
Pooch has to get 4 plays.
I'm not seeing that game here.
Yeah, I see it. South Alabama, Western Saturday at 9 p.m.
Is that FBS?
Yeah, it's a game. It's another game you can play.
No, it's FCS. No, I don't even have that on mine.
Yeah, I don't even
What
see
day
that.
is it?
It says Saturday.
Saturday what?
It says the Saturday. It's coming Saturday.
12/14?
Yeah.
I don't have that on mine.
South Alabama.
I don't even see it on ESPN.
I have nothing on Yahoo. It literally only has Army Navy.
On Hard Rock, yeah, I see. There's a game on Hard Rock.
No, that's sketch.
Yeah, what?
Let me see.
Where is it?
This guy's trying to make up games.
No.
But
Bama
are they
football.
FCS school? Or
Oh, that's a bowl game, though. That's an FCS bowl. Salute to Veterans Bowl.
Is that what that is?
I don't know. It says Salute to Veterans Bowl. South Alabama, Western Michigan. Why don't I have this on my thing? Let me see bowl games. Oh, yeah, that's the first bowl game's on Saturday.
but why doesn't
Wow,
it
the
show up on?
the bowls start. Well, they really start the 17th. Why is?
Oh, no, this is the 14th. Oh, no, yeah. This
No, I got it. Yeah, I found. If you go to bowl games, there's just a random bowl game. Why would they put a bowl game on that week? I guess because it's close.
Damn. Yeah, it's weird that it wouldn't pop
Wait,
up.
did they announce all the bowls already?
most probably see it right here.
Yeah, I'm going through it right now. By the way, it's Colorado versus BYU. You were asking earlier. I didn't know that.
Oh,
I
okay.
just saw it right now. Where's
Wolves.
Florida's?
Yeah, right there. Saturday. And then Tuesday, there's
That's when they
already
really
one,
start.
another one too.
Shit,
Yeah, so they started.
Damn, do we got to do our whole bowl selection today? Jesus, I was not ready for this. I was not ready for this.
I mean, I guess we could do up to Tuesday, because that's when we'll record.
Yeah.
Into the final regular season.
No, it's a separate thing. The only one that counts.
Pooch was sweating over there.
Yeah, the worst. I guess they're not even in there. The only one that counts is Army Navy.
Yeah.
For this one.
So, but we're going to do 1v1 then. I mean, how are we going to do that? Just straight pick, or? I think we got to do 2 picks. Because I'm assuming you're going to pick Army.
I was thinking it.
Because that's who I'm taking.
I know. I was thinking of just to get you.
The over's juicy also.
No, yeah, we'll have to do
So how
a
many
second
picks
pick.
do you need me to put in? 2?
3. You need 3.
It was 2 earlier. Now it's like I need.
He can only make 2.
I need 6. I need
All right.
2
I'm.
picks and 2 anytime touchdowns.
All right.
You could pick the FCS game.
No,
All right.
That's the bowl.
I feel like.
I guess, yeah, that's true.
I feel like we'd both go Army.
But do I have to fade you guys?
Yes.
No. These bylaws are insane.
I feel like we
You have
both.
7 less picks than Dave.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm locked and
That's
loaded.
because the last few weeks, Dave's been playing catch up. He's been putting like.
Oh,
every
stop
single
it.
game.
Oh, stop it.
I know I had to do that too.
Anyway, I mean, I would go Army. Like I had obviously.
Yeah,
go
I'm going to go
as well.
Army too, so I guess you...
We have to go over under as
Okay.
our 1v1.
What is it?
It's over 39.
I'll take the over. But you probably want the over too.
Give me the under.
Oh,
Give me the under.
shit.
Under 39.
That's it.
Give me under 39.
That'll be the determining factor
Yeah,
right there.
over under. I've got the under 39. That is a disgusting number.
Ugh.
That is disgusting.
Give me the over.
I'll take Army in the over.
Army, you scum. No, you have to take Navy.
Why?
No, he has to take. You have to take the total points over for Army
I didn't say.
or under, whatever you want to take.
I know. I legit don't see that number. I don't know. What
It's no, that's total.
That's total points of the game.
I'll tell you right now.
Total points.
I'll tell you right now what it is.
God, 39 is such a ridiculous number.
Yeah, it's
What
insane.
if I take the first half spread?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean you could do that too if you want.
All right.
Which is
All right, fuck it. I guess that's it. All right,
3.5.
Army,
It's 3.5.
Over and Army first half spread.
Wait, hold up. Sorry, hold up. So Andre is over 39. David, under 39. Dude, Army's going to put up fucking 40 themselves. All right. Pooch, what are you on?
Army, the over, and the first half spread. Army minus 3.5.
So Army minus 6.5. Army minus 3.5 first quarter.
First half.
First half. And over 39. Dude, Pooch, it would be hilarious if Pooch just blew it and went 0-3.
That would rough.
That would be generational. All right. Screw it. Over-unders. 39.
That's the only way we can break it.
39.
We can break the tie. So.
Oh, God.
We shall see. We'll find out.
Should we do a coin flip for who gets Army and who gets Navy?
No. Huh?
I'll ask Siri to flip a coin.
For what? For me and you to get between Army and Navy?
Army and Navy.
No, I mean, at the end of the day, the over-under is going to be the turn. Oh, you just feel so bad about that.
I hate the under. I hate the under.
Take another pick then.
Take a player prop.
No, you know what? No, screw it. We're going 1-on-1. We're going 1-on-1. Over-under. I'm going under 39. Screw it. I live or die
you could take,
on the under.
You could take them if Army covers.
Well, that's what I was going to take initially.
You just took the money line?
No, I was going to take the.
Okay.
We would have had to do.
Gotcha.
No, we would have had
okay.
to do minus. So we could not take. Yeah, it would have to be either minus 6.5 or plus 6.5.
Gotcha.
Even though I didn't ask for the spread, you're taking the spread.
Yeah. You have no choice, Pooch. I was going to give you an old spread minus 10.5. All right.
We should have pushed the last game that you messed up on.
First half.
Should have been a push.
3.5. Okay. Yeah. All right. We shall see.
All right.
And that'll determine college football, right?
That'll determine. It's 1-on-1. We're on the opposite end. So
Yeah.
the winner will get it. Yeah.
We'll not have to.
Unless Pooch goes 0-3,
Right.
then he'd actually might go drop a little.
And loser is wearing their.
We'd have to wear cane gear.
Okay.
And Pooch would have to wear FSU gear.
Is it FSU?
I mean, right now it should be Georgia Tech, honestly.
No.
No, that doesn't.
No, you're wearing FSU gear.
It's either FSU or UF, I would say.
Yeah.
But it's got to be FSU.
Yeah.
Who do you hate more, Pooch?
Yeah. Who do I hate more?
Yeah.
It's got to be FSU, right?
This year, I just feel bad for FSU. Honestly,
You feel bad for SMU or FSU?
I feel bad for them.
Oh my God, this
Wow.
guy's too nice. This guy's too nice. I want this guy in garnet and gold next week.
Where am I going? Just in my house?
No, on the pod.
Oh, on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna be sitting right here in silence.
Just the whole time in your FSU gear.
In your garnet and gold.
That's a fair
When
punishment.
You guys lose, you have to do the pod in Kane's gear holding hands.
Well, yeah. Well, no, one of us is gonna lose. So
One of us is losing.
It's
So
literally
one of us
only
will
one
be
of us
wearing-
can lose.
Yeah.
We'll be tied for last place.
We can't.
We can't.
We are statistically.
There'll be like a
tied.
point something
he's
difference.
He's up 0.4 on me,
Oh.
and neither one of us can. We can't tie. Oh, what did we push?
No, we can't.
What did we push?
Push our pick.
It's 39 on the dot.
Then I guess we could pick the FCS game to be the tiebreaker.
Okay.
Yeah, just pick the.
All right. Let's.
Or the first bowl game.
That's the tiebreaker. That's the first.
It'll be the FCS game. That'll be
Well, no, it's the first. That's the first.
Only. That's only if this
first.
pushes.
That's the first bowl game. It's
Yeah.
South Alabama versus Western Michigan.
That pick will only come into play if the picks push.
100%.
Yeah. If
It's
not,
South
the pick
Alabama
doesn't
is
matter.
minus 8.5. Over under 58.5.
Give me the over.
I guess I'm going under again. All righty.
That's only.
That's
situational.
What if that pushes? If that pushes, we go
pushes-
into bowl. We go into bowl. Actually, if that
pushes,
both
Pooch
those
automatically loses.
I like that. I like that.
I mean, it's only
like
fair
that, yeah.
considering like we did everything in our power to make it happen. That's
Yeah,
talk about destiny. That's destiny.
That's destiny.
There's been no
Nope.
lawyer overseeing.
That's destiny.
That is
just
destiny.
destiny.
Yep.
Just on the fly,
Can you imagine that many games pushing? Come on.
Come on, Pooch. What are the chances?
I lose because
Watch he goes 3-0. He goes 3-0 and he still loses.
That would be fun.
Yep, I like that. I like those rules.
It's only fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's right. That's it for college football.
Yeah. We got a whole slate, and we should do a bracket and fill it out. We'll do a bracket.
We'll drop that next week.
Yeah.
And and then now it's bowl season.
Bowl season. It's been a hell of a college football season.
It has.
We still got 4 more in the NFL. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. And real quick,
Oh, wait.
I want to talk.
Sorry. before you do that, we do got to do our NFL picks. We almost,
oh, yes.
Yeah, we almost just scattered right over it.
We thought we could get away with those.
What were you going to say for the last thing, though? Because
Scotty.
I knew it. I was about to do it, too.
Yeah.
My scumbag is... Scummy is back. Scummy is back. Scummy criminal is back. All right, Pooch, hit me.
Thursday Night Football, give me the Rams money line.
Rams money line?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Give me the Dolphins money line. We're dogs this week, 3-point dogs.
Dolphins money line.
Damn. I would take this, but I don't know if Rodgers... Didn't Rodgers say he was going to set out the rest of the year?
He may.
He may. We don't know yet, though.
Give me the Jaguars to cover 3.5.
Jags plus 3.5. Okay.
Give me Steelers money line.
You want that as your dog? They're plus 5.
I'll take them as my dog then.
Yeah.
It's a good dog.
I think the Eagles are in disarray right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then let me get Tampa Bay money line over the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
How many does that put me at?
4 with your dog. So 4 plus your dog.
So I only have 4 just regular picks.
Yeah.
No dog.
No, didn't you just say
He's got Rams money line, Dolphins money
Steelers
line.
is his dog?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. So 4
okay.
plus his dog. Yeah.
And then
2 Monday night games next week.
who are we rooting for in Denver and Indianapolis again?
Technically, either or is an okay situation. You kind of want the Broncos to lose.
I'm rooting for the Colts.
But just with the strength of schedule that the Colts have.
Yeah, it's scary. But we just need the Colts to lose 1 of 3, and we need the Broncos to lose 2 of 4.
Yeah.
Or we need the Colts to lose 1 of 4. We need the Broncos to lose 2 of 4.
Right.
So hypothetically, you'd want the Colts to win, but they do have an easy schedule, so it's kind of either way. You know, we're still alive.
I don't want to hit that game because I don't want to bet the wrong side. So I'll just finish off with Detroit -2 against Buffalo.
Detroit -2. Okay.
Not going to be my slate. The numbers, by the way, because I went undefeated, so I want to know if I made it.
Yeah, I got to pull those up. You did go 4-0, and Andre went 1-3,
Ouch.
and I went 2-2. Yeah, you had to. You're slipping in NFL.
I know. I had a big lead in NFL too.
Yeah. Poochie. You want me to go? I got my picks.
Yeah, go. I don't know.
All right, I'm going Dolphins money line. I'm also going Bucks money line. Bucks money line. I'm actually going to fade you, Pooch. I'm going Bills +2. I'm actually going to go Bills money line. I think the Bills beat the Lions this week.
Bounce back game for them.
Yeah. And then give me the Steelers. I'm gonna join you with Steelers on the dogs. I like that pick. I think the Eagles are reeling right now, and we need the Steelers to keep it interesting. So, kind of bias. All money line plays. And then do I want to add another one? Add another one. Give me the. Let me find an over on this thing. Do. Give me the over in the Packers-Seahawks game over 47. All
right. So I am going to do Dolphins money line against Houston. I'm going to take the Saints to cover the 7.5 on the Commanders.
Saints plus 7.5.
I'm going to take the Bengals to cover the -5 against the Titans.
Bengals -5.
I am going to take I'm also going to take the Bills against... actually, no, I don't want that. Give me the Bucks against the Chargers.
Bucks money line.
Yep. And then give me Seattle to cover +3 against the Packers.
All right, Seattle +3. And your dog? You need a catch up in your dogs.
No, my dog situation's a mess. I have my dog pick here. Let me see. I liked it too. Give me the Browns against the Chiefs.
Browns money line. All right.
Jameis is gonna take the black magic away from the Kansas City Chiefs.
I love it.
And that's it.
That's it. That's a slate. I'll do the calculations and we'll have that ready. We still got a few more weeks for that.
Yeah,
so.
Let's talk a little Scotty situation after. It was a dope tournament. I mean, obviously top 20.
Hero World, Hobbs World, really.
Yeah.
Back-to-back champ, double champ.
But he wasn't there this year, right?
He was not. He didn't play this year. He's resting up for the season, getting ready to go.
Was he not invited?
No, he's about it.
Oh, okay.
He's a two-time champ. This is his tournament. I mean, it's literally his and Tiger's. First off, he stuffed Scotty in a locker. When he won it 2 years ago?
Yeah.
He won it back-to-back the year before last, and the year before that. So.
Yeah, no, it's a great tournament, but Scotty just new
Insane.
grip.
I mean, -9 last day. I mean, he ended up winning by like 6 or something.
His worst statistic last year was putting, and now if all of a sudden he could start putting,
I don't buy it. Guy's gonna choke. This guy's so full of himself, dude. He's got a Netflix show coming out now. He's basically golf's Aaron Rodgers. They're both gonna drop the little Netflix shows. Scotty's a loser.
Scotty.
Let's not forget.
82 weeks in a row, world number 1.
Let's not forget that he's a criminal, first and foremost. He is a criminal of all criminals. I've never seen something as disgusting as I've seen that day. I mean, the fact that he's still playing is a shame to the PGA Tour. It's a shame to golf everywhere. It's disgusting, really. And look at him. He's winning tournaments. I mean, that's like...
He's got a baby now. God. He's got more of a purpose than ever now.
No.
I think Scotty's going to go on another dominant run this year.
I think Hobbs is going to stuff
who's going to play really well this year, who got a little momentum and he played well this weekend? JT.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Sahith.
Of course. Another top 5 finish in the bag
the
for
thing
Sahith.
with JT,
it is automatic with that guy.
He's going to have a strong start. I don't know how is he going to do. He kind of did the same thing last year. He started off really nicely.
Yeah.
I mean, he still made.
I think he's too good to have like another down season.
I hope so. I like JT. I think JT can have a bounce back. I mean, we're right around the corner for the actual start of the season.
Yeah, January technically. It's technically now the off season, so no real big tournaments obviously are going to be played anytime soon. But you start off the season in Hawaii, and then you start that West Coast swing, and then obviously things start working its way to the East Coast. But Scotty capping off the season with a 6-stroke win with a field like that is actually insane.
He's a loser.
Tom Kim,
he's a loser.
Uncle Tom, you saw that?
Oh my God, Tom is literally just let Scotty win because he's like his friend. Tom Kim is a cuck.
He shot a 63 on
he's
Saturday.
A cuck. He's a cuck.
He is he's another name that I think could give Scotty a run for his money. But outside of that, I mean, Victor Hovland.
There's only one name that's given Scotty a run for his money in the last 3 years.
It's not.
And his name is Victor Hovland. He is back. Suppose he had surgery this offseason.
You think
he's back?
You think? I mean, after the way he ended last year, I think he'll be. I think he's a hot start.
Yeah, and he's back. He's been back with Mayo now, for the second half of the year, and he's had a full off season, kind of get healthier. Yeah. I think he's going to be just fine.
A name that I also think that didn't really have a good year last year that I think is going to have a great year this year. Will Zalatoris. He put on
a lot of weight.
Pounds. He's been in the weight room. He's going to be a little bit more durable now. I think Zali is going to have a good little season this year too. There's going to be some sneaky guys.
You know what's coming up is the match, the Scotty and Rory versus Brooks and Bryson.
When is that? It's now in December, right?
I feel like it's right after Christmas. I feel like it's that weekend after Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, I'm going Bryson and Brooks all the way. Stuff those bums in a locker.
If one of the holes has a shot over a house, I mean, Bryson's definitely going to win that hole. Because
dude, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Was it day 16 when he finally hit it?
Yeah. Day 16, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun. But we're right around the corner. There'll be a nice transition when football season's kind of peaking. Golf season will be starting, and then it'll just be golf on, and a little hockey. Panthers are rolling right now.
Panthers are hot again.
Chucky's hot.
On a Chucky's hot.
Tear right now.
He is.
They are fun to watch, but that's still a lot of play there. Heat are 7-1 with their new starting rotation.
I went to the Heat game last night. I went to the first
you're crazy
game.
From the Fins game to the Heat game.
Tailgate, Dolphins game, Heat game, back to back to back.
That's a bender.
It was awesome. We beat the Cavs, so the best team in the NBA right now. I think outside probably the Celtics, but
no, we found a little something with this rotation right now.
Yeah. So Heat are looking good.
Oh yeah. Well, that does it for today. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. Go FIU, go Fins.
Boom, pause up.
Go Scotty.
Nope.
And yeah, that's about it. And I need my picks to hit this week.
Well,
in college.
Go the under. Go under.
And the
pause
over.
up. Fins up. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Thank you all.
Peace.
Peace.